Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Flying the Coup playthrough in EU4 with me, your host, Luckymarine. And France is in bother. France is in bother. Can imagine. I can't see what their unrest is. But we left France with 20 war exhaustion. And now they've cycled straight into war against Burgundy. I can't imagine they're going to do well here. I wonder how they're doing in terms of manpower, because they were on their knees. We had got them all the way down to 0. 14 mercs. Love it. Absolutely love it. Can we see if they have loans? If you go to admin rating, loans, right, 0.02 would be 1 loan, so they're at 6, and it takes about 15 loans to break a country. Not that I've got anything against France as an Englishman, but it's something I'm looking forward to. Something I am looking forward to. We're not doing too bad, actually. Best for admin, best for diplo, and we lack a little bit in terms of military, but you tell France that. They won't agree with you. -3 from fort maintenance. Is that a thing? So what? So you get score for your fort maintenance being at high. We don't have forts, do we? No, not you. We don't have forts. So that's a... If you decide to go down the route of not having forts because they're ridiculous, you end up with a penalty to your military rating for score comparison. That's a bit shit. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of penalising you because you choose not to live with forts. Anyway, we know that now France is now trying to bankroll a war against Burgundy, something that they're not going to do. Burgundy has a decent amount of manpower. They've got their vassals in on this, so every single vassal, even though they're small, they've got their own little manpower pool. So that could be 30,000 troops they could call from if each only has 10,000, which I highly doubt there'll be more than that. Austria at 68. Austria at 68. What have you done? What have you done? On monarch death, a noble from House York succeeds to the throne. But Poland is also saved dynasty, William I of England. Very, very early game. We just had a look around and saw if we could marry into some of the bigger houses on the continent. Turns out we could. Anyway, let's carry on here, shall we? We have buildings. We have buildings, and we have money, and we have money generation. We're rooting out corruption, and we have money generation. This is great. We have even a level 2 advisor. Can we get another level 2 advisor in the places where we need them? We'll go for this guy. We could get level 2 across the board. Plus we have a minus 10% to our advisors because of something we pushed through Parliament. It's not much, about what, an extra ducat or so saved. But again, I know, that's what I'm telling them. Every little helps. It is. The whole game is every little helps. To such an extent that let us build buildings, shall we? We already have a church in every province. We can get them down early, get them down quick. That local tax modifier plus 40%. The quicker they're down on the ground, the quicker they're paying themselves back, and the further into your game, the more profitable your provinces become. It all stacks up. But local production efficiency. You want to be building local production efficiency buildings in counties where they produce good stuff. So not fish. Iron, maybe. The price of iron usually goes up. Copper would be a good one. Maybe not wool. Not grain. And again not grain. And not grain. Yeah, perhaps close. But say we had a workshop here. Local production efficiency of plus 50%. But then stack that with a manufactory. Which one requires copper or iron? Local goods produced of +1. Let's go down local goods produced. Then the production efficiency just adds on to the top of that. It's a very powerful combination, the manufactory, with first the workshop and then the counting house. The marketplace, the trade buildings you want to be building on anything like Co or Calais. Can we do that? We had not. We weren't going to build things in the north of France because we didn't know if we were going to keep them for long term. But we will now build one in Calais. As for a workshop, we'll get one going in Cornwall. Plus 13. I mean, it's a crap trade good, but it's probably the development that's pushing that price through the roof. Yeah, 24 development. We'll have one on cloth though. Again, we'll have one there. North of France. 2, 3. Yep, we'll have one there. What does Calais produce? Fish. Great. Cloth. 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 Not bad. I need to leave room. That reminds me, I need to leave room on the coast for shipyards. Yeah. Workshop and a workshop again. We're spending money to create money. Do we have another copper somewhere? Nope, this is fine. Right. We also want to promote a culture as soon as we can. We can all have 2 promoted. Let's get rid of Gascon. Rest in Gascon provinces. I don't think we have Gascon provinces, do we? Let's have a look. I think Gascon is over here. Yep. When we had Armagnac, that would be a Gascon province. Gascon. Oh no, we have Bordeaux. That's Gascon as well. It just means that we'll have to station some troops down here whilst they go through the phase of not being accepted anymore. It may well end up being a culture conversion. but we have the whole of Ireland, and every single province in Ireland is Irish. Has a lot of provinces. That's a big culture. It's a big culture block that we're getting a minus 33 of local tax modifier, and I want that tax. We make the most of our money from tax. We may even stop Welsh. There's only 3 provinces. Cut out Welsh as an accepted culture. Culture convert the 3 provinces into English, and we can save. Yeah, we can save it for Irish culture. No, we can save it for things like the Irish culture, maybe even Francian, if we get there. Okay, so letters. Gascon, sorry guys. Irish, come on down. 23% of all we have is Irish of culture. We might as well get the most from it. So, we'll see if this changes. It might have already changed. But still. How has that affected Bordeaux? A little bit of unrest. Not enough to worry me unduly. We'll keep an eye on the rebel factions, and if they get too high, we will fund the army. We'll ship some more people down. We'll allow them to fire. We'll sit in the board. We'll allow them to fire and walk in there just to get the minus 100 to unrest for recent rebellion. I think if we look in Paris, they had a recent rebellion, but it has changed hands. It was a Parisian rebellion, or a French rebellion, that we kicked off in France, so that they'd have something to smash against, and then we would declare war whilst France was fighting the rebels that we had supported. The idea was get in on there, smash the French army. The French army would retreat down south, where Castilian and Aragonese forces would come up and finish them off. Didn't happen that way. We lost in Paris because we got there a couple of days too late. We didn't have a free diplomat to declare the war, so we had to bring the guy back from France who was fabricating. Took 3 days, then declare the war, and then march in there. By that time, I reckon we were 3 days too late, something like that. The rebels that were here, the morale was already far too low, and we couldn't turn the tide there. We ended up shattering up to Calais. Thankfully, they didn't come after us. They just sieged out Normandy and Co, and off they went. If that was a player, he would have gone to smash our entire army and wiped it out. But well. Wait for these buildings to finish. We will eye up what's going on in France. We already have a CB against Burgundy. And Castile would join. Austria wouldn't, but only just wouldn't. If Austria is willing to get... Oh, no. Unlucky France. Oh, no. Grant aid or... No, we'll grant aid. France won that. Good stuff. Good stuff, France. Good stuff. Core constructions. Can we create any more cores? We can. Alright. Which has come down in price because our war exhaustion dropped. Yeah. This is what we want. We want this war to grind to a halt between France and Burgundy, and we want them to knock the shit out of each other. Weaken both countries. Either till the truce timer with France comes to an end, or we'll jump onto Burgundy. If France somehow wins this and makes Burgundy release some of his vassals, some of his union members. That would also be good for us. There's a lot of things that would be good for us. Let's have a look at how much we'll get from production now. I mean, 40% efficiency in production. We need this number to go up. And I think it will. Are we down to... Not... Okay, we're not far away from... Alright. We're not far away from this corruption being totally gone. Are we nearly there? Are we nearly there? Soon. Soon. Good stuff. I mean, we want France to win, sort of, because... I don't know. Do we? Do we? I think they are relying on loans and mercenaries. I think we'd already established that. Let's just go to placement. France will be quite high. Yeah. 0.02 is one loan. So they have 7 loans now. And 15 is required. Kind of. Ballpark figure. 15 required to... Yeah, we've got 1 loan. Yeah, 1 loan. 1 loan is 0.02. Castile, have you got any loans? Nope. Ottomans have got 1. We've got 1. They've got lots. 7. Even Mamluks have got loans. I'm not surprised if they've been duking it out with the Ottomans. Yep. That didn't surprise me at all. Austria, how are you getting on in terms of 69 years old? No legal there. No legal there. Absolutely love it. Okay. Looks like France has fought back. How are we getting on in terms of income? Yeah, this has come up. And we have rooted out all our corruption. Oh, there we go. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. We still have things to core. Or things are coring. 67% in Paris. 29% in Saint-Étienne. We'll get them done. What did you fight over? What was the war goal? Conquest of Champagne. Right. Well, at least you've got the war goal. I don't know what's going to happen with this Austria. Are we? Oh, we could do with prestige, but we can't because we're fucking excommunicated. Come on, Poppy man. Is he still the Curia controller? He got absolutely wrecked in a war. He's still getting wrecked in a war, and he's still the Curia controller. Can't we send an assassin in there? Kill him off. How have we got 4? How have we got 4 cardinals? I don't know. Oh no. James has died. I will accept. I will accept. That was a chance. If we'd have not accepted there, we could have eventually broken the alliance. If Burgundy wins this war, there's a chance they may stop France guaranteeing Scotland. I don't know why they would, but I don't know. I suppose because their rival Burgundy. Did Burgundy rival you back? No. So Scotland hates you, but you don't care. Alright. Brittany. Interesting. We're never gonna marry into Brittany. That's not gonna be a thing. Well, that was late, Portugal. Getting core provinces, which means we can lower corruption. You get corruption for having uncalled provinces, and for your tech being out of line. If this was up at 10, we'd have massive amounts of corruption. I think it's more than 3 between any of them, and you start incurring huge amounts of corruption. Usually happens if you're desperate to get up to military tech with someone who's about to attack you or who is attacking you, and you pump loads into military tech. You can get well beyond your admin tech, especially if you're having to call lots. I will take the prestige, thank you very much. We need the prestige. And this war it's going to and fro. Yeah, you're winning kind of, but France has just taken back the war goal. This is great for us. This is absolutely great for us because they're going to burn out their manpower. They're going to burn out, well, France is going to be taking out loans after loan. Burgundy's down to 10,000 manpower. We're up to 16. Castile, who will come in again with us, is up to 11,000. France has 14,000. Again, they're down to 5,000 manpower. This has kept them, both of them, weak for us whilst our truce timers. Oh no, maybe not with France. It's going to be quite a while with France, but especially with Burgundy. It's a shame that he's got an average claim. That'll drop our legitimacy down to 50% or 50 straight off the bat, which national unrest is not good. Not good, especially if we've got French land. But we don't seem to have much kicking off with the French. Well, the French provinces that we took. Okay, that was my alarm. We are kind of sat on the sidelines watching France desperately keep what is left of his shattered country together against the Burgundy invaders. It's something that is ideal for us. It's great for us because we are ready at a moment's notice to get in, declare war, and everybody will come in. Absolutely everybody will come in. I might have to start this war off in the next episode because Austria is going to come in. Although, can the Burgundian inheritance fire? When Burgundy is at war, or is it required that Burgundy is at war? This isn't good. Is this a fort? It is a fort. Hopefully, Burgundy comes back and routs this, or gets them out, because we have claims here. So when this army marches off, we'll declare war, and we'll feed in from the top, and we'll take our claims, which are... We don't have a claim on Picardy. That's probably a good thing to get. We'll get our claim on Picardy then. 25. How much do we have? Oh, it's not going to take too long. Yeah, we'll get our claim on Picardy and we will kick off the war in the next episode, hopefully, which will then give us a decent amount. Yeah, it's another 2 provinces into the English trade node. Yeah, it's all going to work wonders for us. We might make Burgundy release a few of his vassals so that we can eat them. How far does the HRE spread? Okay, so we can safely eat Flanders as well. Interesting. Interesting. All for a playthrough where we're not actually concentrating on Europe, we're trying to get away. Anyway, it's professionalism. It's all about I want to do as well as I can all the time, and so we'll actually yeah, in the next episode, we'll bring our explorer back into port. We'll see if we can explore any more, because we need to get over to the Americas, and we need to be colonizing so that we can fly the Coup. I've been Luckymarine. You have been amazing as always. Join me in the next episode for when all that stuff happens. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. Take care.